gentlemen, on this first day of 2023, we're here at Escambia Lakes, out at a southern perimeter line on the Alabama property, where Goat Refuge Lake is the center of all activities at Goat Refuge, the Escambia Lakes Goat Refuge. So, we've been out here tilling, no mowing. We don't have a mower. It was taken by a shop and they went out of business and we didn't get the mower back. So, that's okay. We endure the damages. So, what do we do? What are we doing here? We are in a beautiful plot between woods and a double fence line that we're building here. There's 4 strands of barbed wire right there, and we're just starting to run the electric. The goal is to have 10 to 12 barbed wire strands and 10 to 12 electric strands. The electrics are done on the timeless self-insulating PVC pole system. All poles are placed 48 foot apart. The other system here has 7-foot T-posts placed every 48 foot apart. So this is a phenomenal high tensile fence line, a double fence line that we're working on. Anyways, we're not out here today to focus on that. We're looking at this dark soil, dark black soil. We're looking at native grasses. Lots of native ground cover plants growing here. The edge of a woods, which has all kinds of understory plants. There's pine and sweet gum. There's hickory out here. There's sourwood. You see right there's a sourwood tree up there. There's quite a few sourwoods actually in this woods. Anyways, these are native ground cover plants here. Look at these tall grasses. This is a great place for goat forage. We start to get into some areas here that hold water after the rains, and this water can be held for quite some time during the rainy season. So we got lower wetlands in here, bog conditions going back. The fence line goes way back in there, all the way to a Tupelo swamp. So today we are tilling this up. We're doing the first rough pass right now and just keep moving this stuff over, and we're going to rake it up. We are going to make a massive pile of biomass here for composting before we use it. Unfortunately, we couldn't just chop it up into small pieces because we didn't have the proper equipment for reasons that we've stated in previous documentaries. But we are just going to move forward and do what we can. So what are we going to grow here? That's yet to be fully determined, folks. But we've got a southern exposure here in an area that had recently been logged. You can see all the young pine coming up. We're going to have a lot of sunshine out here for so many more years before trees grow up really tall over there. So we're going to take advantage of that sunshine, and we're going to grow plants that love sun and can provide sustenance for our goats. But we also have a crop for human consumption that we are considering growing in here. This would not be a goat no-go zone completely here because this is valuable land for the goat forages, but it could be a hybrid dual use zone where there are some plants for human consumption that are grown during a certain season, summer season that would be, and that we would then harvest it, and then the goats would be out here more for the winter crop foraging. So that's what we really have in mind right now for this area. But we may get some clovers growing out here right away because the goats could be foraging a bit on those before we close it off for the spring summer crops. Or it's yet to be seen, but there will definitely be cover grown out here for soil erosion protection mitigation purposes, and there will be productive crops consumable by humans and or goats, depending on the season.